Hello everybody and welcome back to competitive multiplayer. Just look at that view, it's beautiful. This is a really nice map. If you want to download it and use it, the link is down below in the description. I really recommend it. But yeah, what we need to do is we need to continue with the work. As this is competitive, we mustn't fall behind. This is Chainsaw's area, that's where he's been putting his machinery. You can see what he's got. And my stuff is over here. Of course, if you want to see Chainsaw's work, the link to his video is down below as well. Yep, this is what I have. I've got the combine, the trailer, the tractor, the bale trailer here, and also I do have a plough which is currently in the field. Now my plan is to get this tractor taken over to the field, and I'm actually going to do, well, I'm going to use a worker to plough the field whilst I sort out the drill. Now I've been looking into what we should do with the drill, whether we rent it or buy it, and I've decided that the best thing to do really is to buy the drill or planter. It might be a planter, and oops, wrong thing. And yeah, also to rent a bigger tractor. Looking at the tractors, and I have found one which I think is going to be nice to have sort of short term. It's going to really help us out. I think it's about 250 horsepower, which is pretty good. Yeah, so when we get to the field, I'm going to put the weight on the front, put the plough on the back, and then the worker can get a bit of a head start, because it is going to take a bit of time. Here we are. So yeah, all the same rules apply as the previous competitive multiplayer series. So when we hit 7:30 tonight, it's going to move on to 7:30 in the morning. It's just ready so we don't have to play in the dark. So yeah, this is the field. We have all of the more challenging settings enabled except for withering. I never have withering. So that is periodic ploughing, weeds, and also there is the lime requirement. So yeah, we need to put some lime on the field. And I'm hoping, with the exception of maybe that tree there, the worker isn't going to have any issues at all. But you know what the workers are like. They always seem to find some kind of issue. We expanded this field in the previous episode, so it's actually bigger than standard. But this is great. This is going to hopefully remove the requirement to do any kind of... Oh, Chainsaw is right next to us. There he is. He has the case. Yeah, so as I was saying, we shouldn't need to plough again for a while. There we go. So it's working. Just need lime. And then everything is good. We'll do the line between now and drilling. And that sort of brings me on to the next topic. I would like to buy this tractor as well, because it's so cheap and it should be really good for just doing a bit of spreading, I'm hoping. Even if it isn't, it's still going to be really useful. It's just a bit of a yard tractor. It's going to be most tricky deciding which wheels to put on it. I can never choose the best wheels. I think actually maybe that looks quite nice. They both look good. As for a front loader attacher, I think, yeah, we'll put one on. We won't necessarily put the front loader on yet, though. Okay, and yeah, that must be Chainsaw's stuff, because I haven't done any kind of drilling yet. Yeah, so if we get a spreader, let's just take a look at this fertilizer spreader. I know it's... It's pretty small as tractor, so this might not be the best way of doing it, but I'm tempted to try it. If all else fails, we can just use the tractor we're going to rent, so that's fine. So that's 20,000, that's 39,000. A considerable capacity difference, 3,200 litres and 14,000. Oh, and that one can't even do lime, so yeah, it has to be this one here. I think we're going to just go with the 6 metre spreading. We're just going to rent it. Let's just do it. 9,000 litre capacity, £2,397. All is good, except for the size of tractor pulling it. Yes, this tractor is going to be used for other jobs, like weeding, because we do have to weed. We'll just park it over here. We'll need it soon. But don't worry, that wasn't an impulse buy. I've always had the intention of buying this. Just we don't need it for that particular job. So we can only rent 2 things at a time. I must always remember that. This is what we're renting. So do we go with clean glass or do we go with tinted glass? It's no more expensive. I think we'll go with tinted. As for the wheel setup, it's going to be doing some drilling. I think twin. Oh, actually, crikey. £10,000. I think standard. It's all about the money. So it's only £5,610. That's pretty good. But yeah, first things first, lime. So I haven't really looked into if we have a lime station. I probably should look into it. But usually, I don't even spot it. There it is. We do have a lime station, and it's actually only just up the road, but we're going to have to go left first of all. This is a really interesting machine, because it's kind of like a... but it feels huge, but it isn't gigantic. It's not like a quad track or anything. I guess it just feels like this because it's articulated. Oh yes, we need to drive on the right. And then I think we need to go down here. Really nice dashboard. Actually, it's a very nice place to be in here. Very comfortable. It's also not too slow, it's quite good, 24 miles per hour. Yeah, I think the windows are quite nice as tinted. Look good, looks really good. I guess it's only lightly tinted. Have I gone the right way? Yes, I have. So we'll get to the lime station in just a minute or two. It also pulls up the hill really well. Okay, that must be the lime buy points just over there. I'm probably better off... yeah, we'll spin round. We'll enter from this direction. And we'll get it filled up. Okay, let's just check the price to begin with. 1 litre. Nah, there we go. So we don't want to buy too much, but at the same time we need to have enough. Actually, it isn't too expensive. Let's just go for a full load. But we will likely need this spreader later for fertiliser. We can empty it into bags. Okay, nice. £1,619. That, I would imagine, would have been much more expensive if we'd bought it in big bags. In fact, it would have been very expensive. Makes you wonder why anybody would buy it like that. Yeah, says me who's been doing that for ages. It's really nice lighting. The sun shining through the trees. I sense a chainsaw approaching. Well, a tractor called Chainsaw 100. Hey, he's got the subsoiler. I probably should have used the subsoiler, but then I did have to extend the field. I'm not sure if we could have extended the field with the subsoiler. So we're sticking with the plough for now, but it will eventually be changed for something bigger, probably a subsoiler. Because that's just how it works in FS. We have to... a subsoiler works like a plough. Right, well, I'm going to start at the far side. Clearly we're going to have to cover over where we've already been with the plough. It will look kind of weird, but it won't matter at all. So how good is this tractor at running this? Pretty good. I didn't doubt it. It had to be good, really, for the cost of it and the horsepower. So this is great. We're getting the periodic ploughing sorted out and the lime requirement. I just need to figure out which crop I'm going to put in. I still don't know, but I want it to be a new crop, ideally. What I'm not going to do is go for wheat or barley or anything really common. There's a couple of crops which I'm unsure about. I don't know exactly how to harvest them. Well, obviously with a harvester, but what I don't want to do is put a crop in which I can't harvest because I can't afford the machine to actually harvest it with. Although that's pretty unlikely because we can rent, so Yes, for us not to be able to afford the rent on something, that would be pretty bad. I just love the view distance on this map, it's really good. Look at those distant hills, or maybe even mountains. I can appreciate there's a lot of mist, but very atmospheric. It's a nice map. Okay, yeah, so as you can see it's cutting back through our lime again, but it doesn't matter, it's there. It's worked. So we did just about have enough, we're not going to be left with much. It's good in a way. We should only have one bag if we empty it. So yes, next is obviously a case of starting to get the crop in, although the plough is going to take a while. I suppose I could get the new subsoiler and help out. Let's just see how much one of those things costs. I don't think it's very expensive, so it should be okay. Yeah, it's pretty cheap. 10,000. How many things have I rented? Okay, so we're already on 2. I can't rent anything else without getting rid of something, which I'm not prepared to do just yet. So, let's just figure out the crop. Yeah, this map has all the factories and that sort of stuff, which I've not actually done before. It'd be very interesting to get into that. But first we should actually make the money so that we can do this. Okay, that crop looks pretty good. That looks even better. Of course, it's not just about the price per 1,000 litres though, it's about the yield. I think pretty much anything. Rye. Okay, so we had millet to begin with. Rice is interesting. How do we harvest rice? It is just showing with a combine harvester's header. I don't think there's anything else we have to do, but I'll probably find out the hard way. Right, so we'll do rice, but I might be getting myself into difficulty here doing it. Looking through the drills, the Lemkin Solitaire is a fantastic one to have. Really good working with, doesn't require that much power, but then it's more expensive than this one, and it's not a direct drill. Direct drilling is not an issue for me. I really don't mind. But yeah, how are we going to make that money? It's not too much, but then it's quite a bit. It's really annoying. I think we're going to have to just go with a smaller one for the first time round and then upgrade afterwards. We're going to have to go with this. It's super cheap setup. So if we buy that and buy the hopper, don't know if we have to buy the cultivator or the power harrow which goes with it. Okay, so we do need to use the other tractor to do the drilling, as it has the front 3-point linkage. But yeah, the ploughing is going slowly anyway, so the drill is just going to catch up immediately. Let's get that subsoiler. Will help out. It's nice and cheap. This tractor will easily run it. We'll put this back, this spreader. We'll get that field finished. Right, so we'll leave that tractor over there to finish off. We'll take this back. I'm just wondering if we actually need to keep the plough, because we've done the field extension. We might do another field extension in the future, but by then we'll probably have a different machine anyway. And maybe the subsoiler can do it, I don't know. It can be used instead of a plough? Don't know. But yeah, that is £10,000 that we can get back, which is, wait, more than 10,000. So more than what we paid for the subsoiler. If I just turn that over, I can fold it up. And then we can return with all of the seed drilling setup. Yeah, so as I said, we're going to do rice. And it's not a paddy field or anything, so I don't know. I think it's probably just classed as another crop like wheat or barley in the game because of the game's limitation, but it's actually very nice to have it. Then again, there might be a special harvester, I don't know. For anybody who has done rice harvesting before on this map, please, if you can let me know how it was done, that'd be great. But since the combine's header shows that it's compatible with rice, that is quite a good sign. Okay, so yeah, let's pop this down in the sell point. It's had its use, it's been very useful. Is that sell point? Yeah, I think it is. Just over there. I probably should have stopped by the farm to take off the front loader and the weight. Oh, floating. That is the sell point. I'm probably just out the trigger. There we go. So the price has gone up because we've brought it to here. It's usually 20%. So it's actually £12,206. Very nice. Yeah, so we're going to have to return for this weight. No, I can put it on the. I can put it on this tractor. It's not going to appreciate it too much because that is pretty heavy weight. But as it's on the rear linkage, it should be okay, hopefully. Yeah, so when we buy a weeder, we'll put it on this tractor. This is the weeding tractor. Good, it can lift it. That's fine. As for the front loader, that is going to have to be dropped off as well. And I keep thinking we do need to use the power harrow with this, but I might be wrong. I've never used it without the power harrow. I don't know. I'll probably be returning to buy it. At least I know what to expect. Right, so seed we'll buy on a pallet. Just the one to begin with. And fertilizer. Don't know. No, we don't need fertilizer. Do we? No, we don't. Getting a bit turned around. Do we need fertilizer? Pretty sure the front hopper is for the seed. Yeah, it is. Tab through and we should discover rice. Lovely. We still have some seed here. So let's just go and try it. I've always used it with a power harrow, so I just don't know any different. But I do need to drop off my front loader. So if we take that off there, we'll put this in the shed. And if everything works, then we will eventually be putting it on a worker so that we can take a few more trees down, make some money, because it was actually really profitable taking those trees down. As it turns out, we actually have quite a few trees, so we might as well make the most of them. We have the attachment, we have the trailer. It's pretty good money, and I'm sure you don't want to see me going up and down all day with the drill, so it's something else to do to finish the episode with a good chunk of income. It looks like Chainsaw is down here. He seems to own a woodland, a very small one, but more than us. I think he's probably selling wood as well. A very wise decision. Okay, so is this going to work? It is. Lovely. Very happy about that. Because really the power harrow was kind of unnecessary, although with it just being ploughed it would have to be pretty light land to be good enough for the seed drill. But it is, so that's all that matters. Why is my subsoiler still going? Costing me money. Stop. Oh yeah, because it's, yeah. a different tool to the plough, so it's just going over it. But that worker will come in handy soon. I just need to figure a few things out. I think if I just go round here a few times, we also have a tree which we have to go around, so we'll just make it worker friendly. It's not consuming the seed very quickly at all, so that's good. Oh, it's going to be so good. Hopefully we can make so much money. The current price for rice is 13.61 per 1,000 litres. I don't know how well it yields. I would guess it yields quite well. Okay, so that tree might still be an issue. We'll just have to see. But I'm going to go back over to the store, we'll get the John Deere, we'll put a front loader on it, and we'll attempt to use that as our little logging tractor. But yes, obviously we have a restriction there. That being the size of the machine, not very heavy. But then again, with a big weight on the back, you never know. It might be super powerful. I actually really like this tractor. So nice. I think the dashboard is really nice too, although you shouldn't really base the whole tractor on the dashboard. Just user friendly. Okay, well, we're not going to block in the front loader, we're not going to block in the trailer either. I'll just park over here for now, turn the beacon off, and we'll tab over to the John Deere. Now the John Deere should have its own front loader. I'm pretty sure if we go into here we should discover it. That one there. It's only £1,000, that's pretty good. We have the log fork. I think the log fork will fit to it as standard. I suppose it might be beneficial to get a front pallet fork. Yes, it's only going to work if I actually get it right. There we go. Yeah, we can take our seed back. Is there a special pallet fork? Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe. Yeah, I don't know if the log fork is going to fit. The standard log fork. It looks to me like a very different attachment. So that's kind of annoying. We can change it. I think actually maybe we don't have a log fork. Okay. We just have a pallet fork then. Well, we can just do it another time, I suppose, with the New Holland. When it's not quite as busy. We can try it with the pallet fork. Wow, that farmer has a serious weed infestation. I never want my field to look like that. We'll make sure of it. We're going to weed it, we're going to fertilise it. Obviously we don't need to weed just yet. We do need to fertilise though. That'll be one of the first things we do next time. And it won't be that long between planting and harvesting. Okay, so we'll put that onto there. As I said, I don't think it's going to fit. In fact, the other front loader is already attached to it. It's fine. Let's just... If I strap that... Don't know how effectively that's strapped, but yes. Let's just take this over to the field. We can at the very least prepare the trees. It's good to see. It's getting on fine. In fact, it's getting on very quickly. And that was a really cheap setup. I'm happy with it. There's Chainsaw flying across the fields. The haze is clearing. Yeah, I think he's doing forestry over there, but it's not that clear. I can see his grain trailer. Okay, so we actually own, what do we own? We own this section, so we actually own up on there. There's a tree there, there's also a tree over there. Just basically clearing everything we own. But it is, what is it, a few £1,000 a tree? It's worth it. Let's take this one down first of all. If it wasn't competitive, I wouldn't take it down. But if it's a resource that we have on our land, we're going to make the most of it. Nice. That's a nice big tree. You probably can cut down the silver birch, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to be easy. Probably not. You might be able to cut down trees outside of your boundary, which I'm not going to do, but no, you can't. I've never tried before. I think this is ours. Yep. That's good. Clearly we have the tree in the middle of the field. We will sell it eventually, but for now it's decoration. We don't want it to be a totally featureless landscape. That's not what it's about. Is that mine? Thankfully it does tell us. Nah, it's not mine. Ah, it's a shame. So, is that mine? Just running up to every single tree. No, I think I might own some on the hillside like I mentioned. Probably not this one, nope. But this one over here, that's debatable. We could fell it right off the cliff. Yeah, that's mine. Except we can't cut it too low. That's going to be a big crash. Kind of. And this is ours too. So yeah, that's quite a bit of wood. But I don't think we're going to be actually loading them up without the tractor, the New Holland tractor. Oh, they're all mine. It's a lunatic with a chainsaw, cutting down every tree. Do I really own out here? I do. Wow, we actually own more than I thought. So, well, we know that certainly at the beginning of the next episode we're going to have a large amount of income from wood. As I said, we'll prepare these trees, but we're not going to be able to load them today. Okay, that's it, I think. Or is that mine? That's mine. The final tree. Well, for me going and saying we probably have 2, and then having about 8 in total is very impressive. Shame about the landscape being ruined, but anyway. I actually put this one in the field. I'll strip all the foliage off and then we can shunt them around and get them ready to load up. Okay, so there we go, we've got a good pile. Got 2 more over there, but I'm not going to try and get them past the trailer. In fact, we've got 3 more over there. That's really good. How much do we have in total? We've got 4, 5, 6, 7. And I might have miscounted. Yes, I have. 8. Yeah, so we're 8. We've got a field of rice almost finished. So we're going to leave it here. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just take the weight off. And we'll take this tractor back over to the farm. That's almost done, so that'll be finished by next time. We'll get the wood loaded up at the beginning of the next episode, get a load of money in. Don't know how much it's going to be, but it should be really good. Give us a kickstart. And then from there, weeding, fertilising, and looking to expand. Probably no more machine buying next time, but we'll see. But it's been nice using this tractor again. Haven't used it since 17. It's just such a handy tractor for small jobs, light work, yard work. Probably not so much field work, except for the weeding and stuff like that. But it's nice, really nice. So thank you so much for watching. As I said, the link for Chainsaw's video is down below. Until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.